by Beth. Today we're going to do a Vinyasa flow for detox and digestion. Trying to get rid of some of that holiday cheer that maybe some of you might be partaking in. It's the time of the year that we're busy, hustling around, maybe burning the candle at both ends. So it's time to get back, kind of get into ourselves, kind of focus more on the here and now, set our intentions for the day. And with all the holiday celebrations, Christmas parties, and things of that nature going on, people tend to eat things that are not used to eating, maybe eating more than they're used to eating, and maybe partaking in that Christmas cheer a little bit more than normal. So today we've got a detox and digestion that's going to aid in detoxing the body, kind of rinsing the body, the mind. We're going to be doing some spinal twisting. So make sure when we do this, we're going to do it safely so we don't hurt ourselves, and make sure that we're inhaling and elongating before any rotation of that spine. We're going to take you through a nice little warm up and get you going on that detox and digestion. It's going to help aid in digesting those foods that maybe are not normal to your diet, or those that are partaking in a little bit too much. So we're going to start. I'm going to have you start in at the top of our mats in mountain pose. So as you stand up, I'm going to actually get down to my tank top here. So we focus on our breath and our posture here, maybe balancing, coming to the front edge, maybe taking a water stance if you need to, feet hip distance apart, or maybe bringing your feet a little bit closer together. Normally I do these videos outside, but today we have a lot of rain, so we have moved the studio inside today. So bringing our feet together, balancing, pressing down through your big toe, your pinky toe, through the heels, and the inside and outside of your feet, so your weight is evenly distributed. Focusing on that breath, feeling the sensations of your body. Trying to quiet the mind. I know it's difficult, a lot going on these days. Bringing our arms by our side, elongating up through that spine. Fully inhaling and exhaling. Fully inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Once again, inhale, arms up. Maybe taking the gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Once again, inhaling up. Bringing our hands together, pressing up with our palms, interlacing our fingers. Inhale as you elongate, exhale, come into a slight back bend. Coming back to center, grounding through that right foot as you lean over to that left side. Breathing in deep to that right side. Inhale to center and then exhale. Let me show you. Exhale over to the right. Breathing in deep to that left side. Coming back to center, exhaling, swan dive, maintain that flat back. Come into our standing forward fold, maybe softening the knees, putting a little bend in the knees. Bringing your hands towards your feet. Relaxing the neck. Inhale halfway up, finding length. Exhale down. Once again, inhale halfway up, taking the gaze straight down towards the mat. Exhale down. Now your gaze is between your knees. Reverse swan dive up to mountain. Inhale, arms up overhead. Once again, come to a slight back bend. This time we're going to interlace our fingers. Opposite finger on top. Might feel a little different, a little weird to you, because we're used to doing it the other way. Pressing those hands up. Grounding through that right foot or left foot, and then leaning over to the left side as you breathe in deep to the right side. Inhale to center, exhale over to the right. Grounding through the left foot, or right foot, sorry. Inhale back to center. Exhale, hands by your side. Coming back to the top. Arms going to come back to the top. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive down to standing forward fold. Placing the hands on the mat, stepping back with your right foot. And you find a little movement here, a little rocking. Dropping that right knee towards the mat. Pressing down through the top of that right foot. Coming up to that low lunge, maybe inhaling, arms up overhead. Tucking the hips up underneath, creating that straight line. Keeping the shoulders down and relaxed, maybe taking the gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, hands down, frame that front left foot. Untuck the right toes and step back with the right foot or left foot. Coming into our plank, aligning the wrist, elbows, and shoulders. Inhale as you exhale. We're going to step up with our right foot. Maybe find a little movement here. A little rocking, creating a little heat, dropping that left knee to the mat, grounding through the top of the left foot. And then maybe coming up to our low lunge on the opposite side. Maybe inhale, arms up overhead, keeping the shoulders down and relaxed. Tucking those hips up underneath. Maybe taking the gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, hands down. Frame that front right foot. Untuck the left toes. Send that right foot back to meet the left. Coming into our plank. Maybe find a little movement here. Inhale as you exhale. We're going to send the hips up to the sky. Coming into our downward facing dog. Maybe repositioning hands and feet. Pressing the mat away with your hands. Focusing on that thumb and pinky finger. And pressing down through your heels. And then up with your hips. Inhale as you exhale, step forward with your left foot. So again, we're going to drop that right knee. We're going to bring both hands to the inside of that left foot. Maybe even coming down. This is a good spot for a block. If you don't feel balanced, you can either stay up on your hands if that's enough stretch. If you want to get a deeper stretch, bring the elbows down to the block. Maybe adjusting for your flexibility. Maybe bringing it down even further, or maybe going just to the ground. Reaching out through the hips. You want to avoid arching that back. You want to keep it straight and reach out from the hips. So you're extending out through the hips, up to the spine, through the top of the head, all the way down to the back of that right leg. As you come up, bring that right hand to the inside of that left foot, and then we're going to slowly pull that bow and arrow with the left side, slowly rotating, sending that left hand towards the sky. Bring the left hand back down to the mat, untucking the right toes, and the left foot back to meet the right for a downward facing dog. Inhale as you exhale, step forward the right foot, dropping that left knee again. Bringing both hands once again to the inside of that right foot, reaching up through the hips, through the spine, and then maybe finding a deeper stretch, sinking down to our elbows, maybe using the block. And then coming up, bring that left hand to the inside of that right foot. Inhaling as you elongate that spine. Exhaling as you slowly pull that bow and arrow and send that right hand towards the sky. Opening the chest and heart to that side wall. Exhale, bring the right hand back to the mat. Frame that front right foot, untuck the left toes. Send the right foot back to meet the left to downward facing dog. Once again, maybe just standing downward dog, or maybe pedaling the feet, finding that movement that feels good to you today. I'm going to walk that dog out. Inhale as you exhale. We're going to come forward for Vinyasa flow. Maybe rocking a little bit. Bring the chest between the hands. Slowly lower to chaturanga. Squeeze those elbows by your side. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. If that's too much for you, you come forward to modified plank. Down on your knees. Inhale as you exhale. Slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale and up to cobra. And then exhaling, sending it back to downward facing dog. Maybe pedaling those feet out again. Inhale as you exhale. We're going to come forward to plank. Regular or the modified. Once again, slowly lower to chaturanga or all the way to the mat. Inhale in an upward dog or the cobra. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale as you exhale. We're going to step forward the left foot. We're going to come into that high lunge, finding that balance. Maybe coming up. Maybe sending the arms up towards the sky. Once again, tucking the hips up underneath. Pressing down through that right heel. Maybe taking the gaze up towards the sky. Inhale as you exhale. Send that right hand out forward, front. Left hand to the back. Rotating to that left side wall. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands back down. Bring your right hand to the inside of that left foot. Inhale as you kind of elongate that spine. Exhale, slowly rotating, pull that bow and arrow with the left. Up and in that heart, in the chest, to the side wall. Taking those left fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, bring that left hand back down. Inhale as you exhale. Step it back to downward facing dog. Inhale as you exhale. Bring the right foot forward. Finding that balance. Pressing down. Back through that left heel. Elongating through that spine. Tucking the hips up underneath. Maybe sending the arms up. Keeping the shoulders down and relaxed. Maybe taking the gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale as you exhale. Slowly sending the left hand out front, right hand to the back. Up and in that chest and heart to that side wall. Your arms up underneath. Exhale, hands back down. Send the right foot back to downward facing dog. Is that mic not on? Oh no, it's on. Something was popping up on my screen. It looked like the mic was cut off. Pressing down through your hands, through your heels to our downward facing dog. Pedaling the feet. Inhale as you exhale. We're going to bring that left knee towards your head towards that left knee. Keeping that left foot flexed. And then we're going to inhale the left leg up, over slightly to the right for our three-legged dog as you look underneath the left arm. Inhale as you exhale, bring the left foot back down towards the mat. Inhale as you exhale, bring the right knee towards your head towards that right knee, keeping that right foot flexed. And then inhale that right leg, up, hit the tree, up and over towards the left as you look underneath that right arm. Inhale as you exhale, bring that right foot back down towards that. Inhale as you exhale, we're going to come forward to plank. We're going to roll over to the side of the left foot. You can maybe even, what we call a kickstand, bring that left knee towards the mat. Coming into our side plank. Maybe starting here. Sending that right hand up. Or if you can go a little bit further, you can send both legs up, cross the feet, or maybe even stack the feet. Whatever feels best to you. And then bringing that right hand back down to meet the left. Rolling back over to our regular plank, regular or modified. Coming forward for our Vinyasa flow. Chaturanga, squeeze those elbows in. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Make sure you're doing the version that suits you best, whether you do modified plank, regular plank, going all the way down to the mat, or going down to chaturanga. As you inhale up either to upward dog or cobra, and then always meet back in downward dog. Inhale as you exhale. This time we're going to come over to a side plank on the opposite side. Once again, you can roll over to the side of that right foot, maybe dropping the knee down if needed. For our kickstand, you can get the back side of it. Send the left hand towards the sky, or you can cross the left foot over the right, or you can stack the feet. Taking the gaze up towards that left fingertips. Then bringing the left, rolling back over, left hand over. Either going down to your modified plank or standing plank, slowly going through that Vinyasa flow. Down to chaturanga, inhale to upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale as you exhale, step forward with your left foot. On the next exhale, we're going to step forward to the right. Come into a standing forward fold. I'm going to cross the left foot over the right. Slowly walk my hands over to the left. Walking my hands back to center. Uncross my left foot. This time I'm going to cross the right foot over the left. And then walk my hands over towards the right. Coming back to center, uncrossing the feet. Coming halfway up. Elongating that spine to the top of your head, and then exhale back down to standing forward fold. Once again, inhale halfway up. Exhale back down. Reverse swan dive up. Inhale, arms up overhead. We're going to exhale, right hand behind us, left hand up front, slight rotation. Inhale to center, and then we're going to exhale over to the opposite side. Once again, we're going to inhale up, exhale down to the opposite side. And then inhale up, exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Interlacing the fingertips, pressing those palms towards the ceiling. Coming to a slight back bend. And then here I'll come to the center. Rounding through that right foot as we slowly lean to the left, opening that right side. Inhale to center, and then we're grounding through the left foot as we slowly lean over to the right. Really opening that left side. And then coming back to center. Exhaling, hands down. Slowly rotating. Wings of an angel. Starting lower and slowly building up some speed and momentum. Kind of shaking that out. And slowly bring it back down. It's kind of fun. Feels good. Just hope none of y'all took flight. All right, standing back at the top of our mat in our mountain pose. We're going to inhale, arms up overhead. We're going to exhale down to our chair pose, sending our hips back and our arms forward, maybe even coming up on our toes for balance chair. Dropping the heels. Inhale as you elongate. Exhale, rotating towards your right side, either placing hands on your hips or locking that left elbow on that right hip, opening the chest and heart to that right side wall. Maybe taking the gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale as you exhale, come back to standing forward fold. Once again, we're going to reverse swan dive up to down. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands down and around to chair pose, and then the hips back and hands up to the sky. Maybe coming up on our toes for balanced chair. And then dropping our heels. Inhale, exhale as you rotate, hands on that left hip, or maybe right elbow on that left hip or left knee. Slowly rotating with every exhale, opening that chest up, trying to send the heart up towards the sky. Nice ringing of the organs here that actually flushes out all the toxins. Inhale as you exhale, come back to standing forward fold. Inhale as you exhale, step back with your right foot. On the next exhale, step up with your left, coming to downward facing dog. Inhale forward, coming forward for our plank. Slowly going to Vinyasa flow, chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Inhale as you exhale, bring that left knee towards your head towards that left knee. Inhale that left leg up, over towards the right for a three-legged dog as you look underneath that left arm. Inhale as you exhale, we're going to bring that left knee towards that left elbow. Kissing that left elbow with that knee. And then send that left leg back up. On the next exhale, we're going to send that left knee over to that right elbow. Then we're going to extend that left foot out. Slowly rotating up. Sending the right fingertips up towards tilted triangle. So bring that right hand back to the mat. Bring the left foot to meet the right. Maybe pedaling that out. Inhale as you exhale. Bring that right knee towards your head, hip towards that right knee. Send that right leg up and over towards the left for a three-legged dog. As you look underneath that right arm. Inhale as you exhale. Bring that right knee towards that right elbow. And then send that right leg up towards the sky. On the next exhale, bring that right knee towards that left elbow. Extend that right leg out. Rotating that left foot to the side. Sending the left hand up for a tilted triangle. Taking the gaze towards those left fingertips. And bringing our left hand towards the mat. Bringing the right foot to meet the left. Pedaling the feet. Grounding through both feet. Inhale as you exhale, step forward the left foot, rotating that right heel towards the mat. Aligning the left heel with the right arch, coming up for our warrior one. On the left hip forward, right or left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale the arms up overhead. Relaxing those shoulders. Inhale as you exhale, open those hips or spreading the left fingertips out front, right fingertips in the back, hinging at the hips. Exhale to reverse warrior. Once again, we're going to hinge at the hips, come in our side angle pose. Taking that left knee or elbow to that left knee, right arm over that right ear to create a straight line all the way down to that outer edge of that right foot. Maybe rotating the arm around as you pull this left thigh back, come to a triangle pose. You might still be up here, or maybe you can touch the ground. Create a straight line between your right fingertips down to your left. I'm going to come up for triangle, hinge at the hips. Exhale to reverse triangle. Coming back to our triangle, we're going to pull the left foot in, right foot out. We're going to do the opposite side. Hinge at the hips, coming into a reverse triangle. Then hinging, we're going to drop that right hand down where it might go. Like I said, it might be here, it might be all the way down to the mat. Inhale, as you elongate that spine. Exhale, trying to roll that left hip back, roll that left shoulder back, opening the heart and the chest towards the side wall. Inhale as you exhale, slowly bending that front right knee, coming into our warrior two. Hinging at our hips. We're going to exhale to reverse warrior. And coming back, we're going to hinge at our hips. We're going to come into our side angle pose, placing that right elbow on that right knee, left arm over our left ear, creating that straight line all the way down our body. And then come back to warrior two. So we slowly rotate our hips forward, coming into our warrior one. Pull the left hip forward, right hip back. Maybe sending our arms up and over, keeping our shoulders down and relaxed. Inhale, as you exhale, bring those arms down. We're going to pull that right foot in. We're going to keep our feet coming into our standing straddle here. Maybe bring the heels in, toes pointed out some. Placing our hands on our hips. We're going to inhale, slowly exhale, and bring lowering down towards the mat. Maybe bringing your hands down towards the mat. Dropping the head, relax on the head and the neck. Bringing our left hand to the center. We're going to inhale our right hand up. Just slowly rotate towards the right side wall. Sorry, my necklace is wrapped around my mouth here. Exhale and bring the right hand to center. And inhale on the left arm up. Just slowly rotate towards that left side wall. And then bringing both hands back to center. Placing our hands back on our hips. Slowly inhaling up. Maybe heel toe our feet back. We're going to send the arms up. Exhale, hands back by our side. Step into the front of our mats. Come back to our mountain pose. Once again, inhale and arms up. Exhale, swan dive down to standing forward fold. Inhale halfway up. Exhale back down. Inhale as you exhale, step back with that right foot. Once again, dropping that knee to the mat. Bring the right hand to the inside of that left foot. Slowly pulling the bow and arrow. Rotating towards that left side wall, opening the heart and the chest. Exhale the left hand back down. Untuck the right toes, send the left foot back. Inhale as you exhale. Bring the right foot forward, drop the left knee. Bring that left hand to the inside of the right foot, pressing down through the top of your right or your left foot. Inhale as you elongate. Exhale, slowly rotating, pulling that bow and arrow with the right hand. Opening your heart and chest to the right side wall. And sending those right fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, we can bring it back down. Inhale as you exhale, send that right foot back. This time we're going to inhale, bring that right knee towards your head towards that right knee. Exhale, I got to watch that tree there. Inhale that right foot all the way up, slightly over towards the left for three-legged dog, looking up underneath your right arm. Inhale as you exhale, we're going to bring that right knee behind your right wrist, placing the right shin on the mat and walking the left foot back. Pressing to the top of that left foot, coming into a slight back bend. We're here in our pigeon lunge. Slowly walking the hands out over top of that right leg. Stretching in deep, feeling the hips, the glutes. Nice stretch here. This is also, if it feels more comfortable, to set the block up underneath that hip. Press it up. Come into a slight back bend. Untucking the left toes, sending the right foot back to meet the left. Maybe pedaling that out some. Inhale as you exhale, bring that left knee towards your head towards that left knee. Inhale that left leg up, over towards the right. Checking underneath that left arm. Inhale as you exhale, bring that left knee down behind that left wrist. Walking the right leg out. Come into a slight back bend. Exhale, walking the hands out over top. You'll be dropping the head towards the mat. Walking the hands back in. Come into a slight back bend. Untucking the right toes, sending the left foot back to meet the right. Inhale as you exhale, either walking or maybe looking between your hands and jumping. Coming back to a standing forward fold. We're going to reverse one dove up to down. Inhale, exhale, bring the hands back down. We're going to do an eagle pose. So you're going to kind of sit down in a slight chair pose. Crossing the left foot over the right. Taking the left arm underneath. Either takes the backs of the palms or wrap it all the way around so your both palms are touching. If you can't go that far, just do the backs of the palms, or you can just do prayer hands, prayer position. With the left underneath. And if you want, you can wrap the rest of that foot for our eagle pose, lifting the elbows up, finding a spot to focus on. Slowly releasing the legs and the arms. Come into the opposite side. If you need to come into that slight chair pose, crossing the right foot over the left. Right arm this time underneath. Like I said, either prayer hands, backs of hands, or wrap it all the way around so your palms touch. And then wrapping that right foot all the way around. And lifting the elbows up. Once again for eagle pose. Slowly unwinding. Shake it out. Ooh. Come back to the tops of our mat. Inhale them out. We're going to exhale. Rain it down. Hands on the mat. Step it back with the right foot. Next, step back with the left. We're going to come to our knees. Send our hips back to our heels. Come to our extended child's pose. Placing our head on our mats. Reaching out with our fingers. As we come up, we're going to cross our feet, sit behind your feet, come into a Turkish twist. So for this one, bring the left foot underneath, right foot on top. Some of y'all might be able to align the knees. My hips are a little tighter than that. Inhale as you elongate up, taking the right hand behind you. Inhale, and with every exhale, slowly rotating towards the right. Don't force it. Inhale, remember to elongate. Exhale, slowly rotate. Really wringing those organs out, giving your body a nice rinse. Coming back to center, here's a little party trick you can try. Kind of pressing up, rotate all the way around to the opposite side. And you come in the Turkish twist on the other side. Or you can just get up and reposition yourself and cross the left leg over the right. Ooh, this hip's really tight. Once again, inhale as you elongate up. Exhale as you slowly rotate towards that left side. Coming back to center. We're going to extend the legs out for staff pose, keeping those feet flexed, pulling the toes back towards our shin, elongate through our spine, top of our head. Inhale as we exhale, reaching for those feet. Nice hamstring stretch here. We're going to come down, slowly lowering down to the mat. Sending the left foot up, crossing over top of the right, coming to our figure four, pressing back. Grasping underneath that right thigh, maybe using that left elbow to press the left knee forward. Going to make sure the feet are flexed. That helps protect the hips and the knees. Should be feeling nice stretch down. The hips, the buttocks, the IT band, the iliotibial band running from your hip to your knee. Bringing the right foot down, left leg up, back to meet the right. So the right foot up, cross over top of the left knee, and pressing back. And bringing the left foot down. Here we're going to extend our arms out to the side, palms down, forming the shape of a T. You can either bring the knees side by side, or you can just take that leg and cross it over the right, over the left for a deeper stretch. Maybe even crossing the foot underneath, like we did in our eagle pose. Slowly dropping those knees over to the left as you exhale. Placing the left hand on top of that right knee and taking your gaze out over to the right. If it's too much, just stack the knees. Untwist the legs and just stack the knees. Inhale, knees to center. Uncross the right and cross the left leg over. Inhale as you exhale, dropping the knees over to the right. Maybe taking the right hand on top of that left knee. Taking your gaze out over the left hand. Inhale, knees back to center. Slowly lowering the right leg, slowly lowering the left. Maybe layering your arms by your side. Maybe closing your eyes. Maybe letting the feet drop out to the side. Taking a deep breath, reconnecting with that breath, focusing on that breath. Coming into our final resting pose or Shavasana. Fully inhale, feeling the belly, ribs, and chest rise. As you slowly exhale, feeling the belly sink down, feeling the whole body relax. And sink deeper into the mat. Continue to quiet the mind. Focus on the here and now. Focus on how that breath feels as you breathe into those areas where you feel tightness and tension. And releasing the tightness and tension as you exhale. Either staying in Shavasana or maybe bringing your awareness back, wiggling those fingers and toes, maybe doing circles with your wrists and ankles, and then maybe going circles in the opposite direction with those wrists and ankles, opening those eyes. Maybe bringing your feet towards the mat, bending the knees. Rolling either to the left or the right to come to a sitting position. It's always a good thing to be able to stay in that Shavasana as long as you can as well. You feel nice and relaxed. Maybe taking that right ear to that right shoulder. Inhale the head up, and then exhale left ear to the left shoulder. Maybe dropping the chin towards the neck and rolling the head right. And exhale to roll towards the left. And once again, back. And back to the left. Bring the head to center. Inhale out, arms up overhead. Exhaling hands to heart center. May the divine light in me honor and cherish the divine light in each and every one of you.